In the modern world of cars and technology, few names create as much attention as Elon Musk. He is known as a man behind Tesla, a company that pushed electric cars into the global spotlight and changed how people think about driving. Before Tesla became popular, electric cars were often seen as slow, weak, and not practical for daily use. Most people believed petrol engines would always dominate the roads. But Elon Musk had a different vision. He believed the world needed a shift away from fossil fuels, and he used Tesla to make that change happen. Over the years, Tesla grew from a small idea into one of the most powerful car companies in the world. At the same time, Musk became a public figure who is often linked with big announcements, bold predictions, and ideas that sound almost impossible at first. This is why whenever his name appears in any automotive story, people immediately pay attention. In the background of this growing influence, a new wave of online stories began to spread. These stories connected Musk with other famous names in the car world, including creators and builders like Mat Armstrong. Armstrong is known for taking damaged luxury cars and rebuilding them step by step, turning wrecks into working machines again. His work is not just about fixing cars, but about showing a full process in detail, which attracts millions of viewers online. When these two very different worlds, Tesla's high-level technology and Armstrong's garage-level rebuilding, are mentioned together, it creates a powerful and dramatic story. Many online videos and scripts began mixing these elements to build excitement, suggesting that Musk may have made some kind of major announcement connected to the car rebuilding world. While much of this is based on online storytelling rather than confirmed events, it still captures attention because it brings together innovation, engineering, and human creativity in one place. This combination of real influence and dramatic storytelling is what makes the topic so widely shared and discussed across YouTube and social media platforms today. The idea that Elon Musk has stepped into the world of independent car rebuilding creators like Mat Armstrong comes from a growing trend in online storytelling. In this narrative style, large corporate figures are often placed into the same storyline as small creators to create a sense of conflict or competition. Mat Armstrong represents the hands-on, real-world mechanic who works in garages, dealing with damaged supercars like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis. His content shows the difficult process of repairing cars that many official dealers consider beyond repair. This includes checking broken frames, replacing damaged parts, and sometimes completely rebuilding engines or electrical systems. On the other side of the story is the idea of large companies like Ferrari and Bugatti, which design and build these cars with strict rules about how they should be repaired. In some cases, manufacturers prefer total replacement rather than repair when damage is too severe. This difference between official factory rules and independent rebuilding creates tension in storytelling. When Elon Musk is added into this narrative, the tension becomes even bigger. He represents disruption, innovation, and breaking old systems. Online scripts often suggest that Musk's influence or announcement could somehow affect this space, even if there's no real evidence of a direct connection. These types of stories are designed to make viewers curious and keep them watching. They use powerful words like war giants and game-changing to make normal events sound like global battles. In reality, however, Musk's work with Tesla is focused on electric vehicles, energy systems, and self-driving technology, not directly on car rebuilding channels. Mat Armstrong's work, on the other hand, is centered around content creation, engineering passion, and entertainment. Still, when these two separate worlds are combined in storytelling, it creates a dramatic contrast that feels exciting to audiences. This is why such scripts often go viral, even if they mix real facts with speculative or exaggerated connections. Mat Armstrong's rise as a car content creator is one of the most important parts of this story. He did not start with a large team or a professional workshop. Instead, he began with simple tools, a camera, and a strong interest in cars. His early videos focused on rebuilding damaged vehicles that others considered too expensive or too difficult to fix. One of his early projects involved a crashed Audi TT, which became the foundation of his content style. Instead of hiding mistakes or skipping difficult steps, he showed everything openly, including failures, delays, and unexpected problems. This honesty helped him connect with viewers who wanted to understand what really happens inside a car rebuild. Over time, he moved on to more expensive and complex cars, including BMWs, Porsches, and eventually high-end supercars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Each project became more challenging, not just because of the cost of parts, but also because of the advanced technology inside modern cars. These vehicles include complex electronics, carbon fiber structures, and hybrid systems that require special knowledge to repair. Despite these challenges, Armstrong continued to grow his channel and audience. Millions of viewers began watching his step-by-step rebuilds, not just for entertainment, but also to learn about engineering and problem-solving. His success shows how powerful digital platforms have become for skilled individuals who are willing to share their work openly. Instead of working inside a traditional automotive company, he built a career through online media, turning real-world mechanical work into engaging storytelling. This is why he is often used in online scripts as a symbol of independent engineering talent. In dramatic narratives, his work is sometimes compared directly to large automotive manufacturers, even though in reality they operate in completely different worlds. Still, his story represents creativity, persistence, and hands-on skill, which makes him a perfect figure for viral automotive content. The connection between damaged supercars and storytelling is one of the most interesting parts of this topic. Cars like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis are not just vehicles. They are symbols of luxury, speed, and engineering excellence. When one of these cars is damaged, especially in a serious accident, the repair process becomes extremely complex. In many cases, the cost of repair is so high that insurance companies prefer to write off the vehicle instead of fixing it. This creates opportunities for independent builders like Mat Armstrong, who often buy these damaged cars at auctions and attempt to bring them back to life. However, the process is never simple. These cars are built with advanced materials such as carbon fiber, aluminum space frames, and integrated electronic systems that control everything from suspension to engine performance. Even a small mistake in repair can affect the safety and performance of the entire vehicle. Manufacturers like Ferrari also have strict guidelines for repairs, often requiring specialized tools and certified technicians. Because of this, independent rebuilders sometimes face criticism or skepticism from official automotive sources. In storytelling, this situation is often exaggerated into a conflict between small builders and giant manufacturers. Scripts suggest that companies like Ferrari believe certain cars cannot be repaired at all, while independent creators prove them wrong through skill and determination. This makes for a powerful narrative, even if it is simplified compared to real-world engineering. When Elon Musk is added into this type of story, it creates an even larger sense of scale. He represents innovation and disruption, which fits perfectly into the idea of challenging established systems. As a result, online videos often combine these elements to create a dramatic storyline where damaged supercars, independent builders, and global tech leaders all seem connected in a single unfolding event. A major reason this type of script becomes popular on YouTube is because of how it uses suspense and unanswered questions. The human brain is naturally curious, and when a story keeps delaying answers, viewers are more likely to keep watching. This is why phrases like, "What happened next changed everything," or "The world is holding its breath," are used frequently in such scripts. They create emotional pressure and make viewers feel like they are part of something important. In this case, the idea of Elon Musk making a huge announcement adds another layer of curiosity, even if the details are not clearly defined. At the same time, the story of Mat Armstrong rebuilding impossible cars gives a real-world anchor that feels believable and interesting. This combination of real engineering work and dramatic storytelling is very effective for online content. However, it also creates a challenge. If the story becomes too exaggerated, viewers may start to question its accuracy. This is why successful creators often try to balance excitement with realism. They highlight real achievements, such as rebuilding a destroyed engine or restoring a rare supercar, but avoid making claims that cannot be supported. In contrast, overly dramatic scripts sometimes prioritize views over accuracy, which can reduce long-term trust. Still, even exaggerated stories play an important role in entertainment because they introduce audiences to topics they might not normally explore. Many viewers first learn about car rebuilding, automotive engineering, or electric vehicle technology through these kinds of videos. Over time, some of them may go deeper and discover the real technical details behind the stories. This shows that even simplified or dramatized content can act as a gateway to learning, as long as viewers understand the difference between storytelling and verified information. Another important element in this topic is the role of modern automotive technology. Today's supercars are not just mechanical machines. They are highly advanced systems controlled by software, sensors, and electronic networks. Cars like the Ferrari 296 GTB or similar models include hybrid systems, aerodynamic control, and advanced stability programs that make them extremely powerful but also very complex to repair. When a car like this is heavily damaged, the repair process is not just about replacing broken parts. It also involves reprogramming software, recalibrating sensors, and ensuring that all systems communicate correctly. This level of complexity is one of the reasons why manufacturers often prefer replacing damaged vehicles instead of repairing them. For independent builders like Mat Armstrong, this creates both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, the work becomes extremely difficult and time-consuming. On the other hand, successfully rebuilding such a car becomes a major achievement that attracts millions of viewers online. This is why his projects often gain so much attention. They represent a battle between modern automotive complexity and human problem-solving skills. In storytelling, this challenge is often described in dramatic terms, as if it is a fight between man and machine or between independent creators and global corporations. While this is not literally true, it reflects the emotional impact of the work. People are fascinated by the idea of someone taking something considered unfixable and bringing it back to life. This emotional appeal is a key reason why such stories perform well on platforms like YouTube, where visual progress and transformation are highly engaging to end conclusion. The combination of Elon Musk's public influence, Mat Armstrong's hands-on car rebuilding, and the world of luxury automotive engineering creates a powerful storytelling environment. Even though many online scripts connect these elements in dramatic and sometimes exaggerated ways, they still manage to capture the attention of millions of viewers. The appeal comes from a mix of real innovation, human skill, and emotional storytelling. Musk represents large-scale technological change and disruption in the automotive and energy industries. Armstrong represents individual skill, persistence, and the ability to solve real mechanical problems through effort and creativity. Ferrari, Bugatti, and similar manufacturers represent the peak of automotive engineering and design, often seen as untouchable or extremely strict in their standards. When all these elements are placed together in a single narrative, the result feels larger than life. However, it is important to understand the difference between storytelling and reality. Not every dramatic claim in online scripts reflects actual events, but they are designed to create excitement and curiosity. This is why such content spreads quickly and attracts large audiences. It combines real-world technology with emotional storytelling techniques that keep viewers engaged from start to finish. Ultimately, the popularity of this topic shows how modern audiences enjoy both information and entertainment blended together. People want to learn about cars, engineering, and innovation, but they also enjoy dramatic stories that feel like movies. As long as viewers remain aware of this balance, these kinds of narratives can be both entertaining and educational at the same time. Another important reason this type of automotive storytelling works so well is because it blends real-life success with what-if imagination. In the real world, most people never get close to supercars like Ferraris, Bugattis, or high-end Lamborghinis. These cars are rare, extremely expensive, and usually owned by a very small group of people. Because of that, they naturally create curiosity. When viewers see a damaged supercar in a video, it immediately triggers questions like how much it costs, how it broke, and whether it can be repaired. This curiosity becomes even stronger when someone like Mat Armstrong is shown working on it step by step in a normal garage setting. The contrast between a multi-million-dollar machine and a simple workshop creates a powerful emotional effect. It makes the viewer feel like they are witnessing something unusual and rare. At the same time, the storytelling often adds layers of tension by suggesting that certain repairs are impossible or never done before. Even if this is sometimes exaggerated, it still adds excitement and keeps viewers watching. People enjoy seeing challenges being solved, especially when a challenge involves something expensive and complicated. In many ways, these videos follow the same structure as sports matches or competition shows, where there is a clear problem, a struggle, and a result at the end. The viewer stays engaged because they want to know if the builder succeeds or fails. This emotional connection is one of the main reasons automotive rebuild content has grown so quickly on platforms like YouTube. It is not just about cars. It is about problem-solving, patience, skill, and determination. These are universal themes that anyone can understand, even if they do not know much about engines or mechanical systems. The role of Elon Musk in this type of narrative is often more symbolic than direct. In many online scripts, Musk is used as a representation of disruption, innovation, and future technology rather than as a person directly involved in every event. This is because his real-world influence in the automotive industry is already very strong through Tesla and its impact on electric vehicles. Tesla changed how the world views electric cars by proving that they can be fast, stylish, and desirable rather than just practical or slow. Because of this, Musk has become a global figure associated with big change. When his name is added to stories about automotive creators like Mat Armstrong, it automatically increases attention, even if there is no direct connection between them. This is a common storytelling technique used in digital media, where well-known figures are included to raise interest levels. However, this also creates a risk of misunderstanding. Some viewers may assume there is a real announcement or collaboration, when in reality the connection is only narrative-based. This is why it is important to separate entertainment from factual reporting. Still, from a storytelling perspective, the combination works very well. It brings together different worlds: high-level corporate innovation, independent engineering creativity, and luxury automotive design. These three elements create a layered story that feels large in scale, even when the actual events are simple. This technique is often used in documentaries, YouTube essays, and viral videos because it makes content more engaging and emotionally powerful. The key is how the story is framed, not just what actually happened. Modern automotive rebuilding content also highlights how technology has changed car repair over the years. In the past, cars were mostly mechanical machines. Fixing them involved basic tools, physical adjustments, and simple replacement of parts. A skilled mechanic could understand most systems without needing advanced equipment. Today, however, supercars and even regular modern vehicles are controlled by complex computer systems. These systems manage engine performance, braking, suspension, safety features, and even driving modes. As a result, repairing a modern damaged car is not just a physical task, but also a digital one. Mechanics often need diagnostic tools that connect directly to the car's software to identify problems. In some cases, even replacing a single part requires recalibrating the entire system. This level of complexity makes modern car rebuilding both challenging and fascinating. For